So what is the best way to start a song? Is it by starting with the chords or the melody or the lyrics? I've been in a lot of talks where we have talked about what is the best way, and it's like a question we often hear asked, but there's not really one good answer besides the one I found, which I will share with you in the end of this video. But hopefully before that you will have figured it out yourself. I think this is a question that we all ask ourselves, and then at some point we'll just forget about it because it doesn't really help us. But for a beginner, I think this can be a quite frustrating question because it's not fun to sit down and start making music if you don't know how to start in the best possible way, because of course we want to do this the best possible way. But before I tell you the best way to start a song, here are 12 ideas to how to start your song. The first idea is to simply write a melody, and you can use my approach with writing a melody in your head, and I will share a link to the video. But you can of course also just jam a melody, and you can also make a melody on the piano or on the guitar or whatever. And all the different ways of writing this melody will give you a different result. So try it out. The second idea, you can start with writing chords, which is the one that I use the most. But you can mix it up and write chords with an instrument, you can write chords with different instrument, and you can also write chords in your DAW, and you can do it so many different ways, and every time you do it in a different way, it again comes out with a different result. You can make an awesome synthesizer sound, which can be the beginning, and I'm currently using Vital, which is a really versatile synthesizer, which has, like, every time I open it up, I just find myself doing something new that I have never done before because I didn't know that the function existed. So simply play around with the synthesizer, and then when you get to the point where you're like, I've never heard this sound before. How would a song sound with this sound? And then you just create a small song with this sound. Write the lyrics first. So just sit down and write a lot of lyrics and make a melody for it and make a song out of it. I will make a link to a playlist with all of my lyrics ideas, how to get you started and how to have a healthy relationship with writing lyrics. But you can see it in the description below. The next is to start a song with a drum beat, and you can make a drum beat yourself. Simply sit down and make a drum beat that sounds really cool, and a drum beat that you maybe haven't made before and that excites you because, hey, how would it actually sound if I make a song using this drum beat? Or you can ask a friend over and ask him to make a drum beat with you. I have a video about how you can do that. But simply try to do something that you haven't done before. Make a bass line. So start the song with make 20 different bass lines and then combine it into a song, and it's basically make melodies for the bass and base a song upon that bass. Another idea is to simply sit down and jam on an instrument and record it, and then afterwards cut it together into a song. I have made some videos where I do this, and again I will link it in the description. Another approach is that you find an old song that you never completed and really just didn't get that far with, and then you resample it into a new song. Another starting point for a song is that you choose a genre that you have never worked with before. So for me, I could make a heavy metal song and then try to really get the most out of it, and this would really be a really great way to change my mindset and experience something exciting. But try to do the opposite of what you want to do. You can make a song with a chord generator. You can go to my webpage ransby.biz/tools, and then you can start playing around with my chord generator and simply build a song upon these chords that the generator generates. Start a song with sampling your own instrument. I have made a video about how to do it, and I will link it in the description. My last idea for how to start songs, but of course there are a million other ways of starting a song, and I think you should go and investigate yourself also. But this is using your third idea. So basically every time you get an idea, so it could be like, okay, I need to start a new song. I want to start with making some chords. Bap! You can't do that anymore. So I want to write a lyric. No, you can't do that either. So what is the third idea? That could be like, okay, I want to start with make a synth sound. Okay, let's do that. So every time I need to make the synth sound, then I need to do my third idea. So the first could be, I want to use a sawtooth oscillator. Nope, I can't do that. I want to use like a triangle. Nope, I want to use a sinus then. Yes. So every time you need to make a decision, which you need to do all the time, use your third idea. This is like, I think this is a trick I think everybody should try out at least once, because this just proves that your first idea isn't your best idea. Sometimes it is, but often it's like giving yourself options is so important. Okay, but what is the best approach for starting a new song? There is only one approach which is the best, and that's to always try something new out. So basically what I think you should do is to like go through my list and then just like complete all of them and write your own list and just start writing as many different songs as possible. Because when we are doing the same, when we are applying to our habits, then the more habits we are like using, the less options there are for learning. Because when we are just doing our habits, then we just do what we already know how to do. And it's also limiting our results, because yeah, when we do the same every time, then we get the same results all the time, and that's just boring. It's not exciting in any way. Yeah, it's a bit exciting that it's easy to do and that we actually make something that sounds like a song, but I don't think finishing a song is like a real goal. I think doing something that excites us is the real goal. So instead of focusing on doing it safe, then focus on doing something new. And it does feel uncomfortable, but it feels 10 times more uncomfortable if you don't know that it's okay. And the only way to make it feel less comfortable is by doing it a bit every day. So stop trying to find the perfect solution for writing music. Or don't, because there is one perfect solution, and that is to like be curious and brave. Investigate the unknown, investigate what you haven't done before, and start to learn. So the best way to start a new song is to do something new every time. I'm not good at doing it, and you can do so many things in a new way every time you make music, and it's just about the balance between doing so much new thing that it just gets too difficult to get started making music, but also not making it too easy so your results is going to be boring. Writing songs is about finding solutions, and if you're doing what you always do, then there's really not anything to find a solution for, because you know the answer. And if you're struggling with like, you can finish your songs but it just never gets you excited, then it's probably because you are doing the same over and over again, and that's just not exciting. There are no right or wrongs. It's all about how you get excited. So if you're having fun when you're making music and you get to make music, then you're doing everything right. If you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up and considering subscribing to my channel. And if you want help exploring your inspiration, go and check out my online music school, Ransby.biz. Enjoy!